set to bring you NBA action. Here we go. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And, of course, Paolo Banchero. He's a big ticket to follow. They'll go without him, though.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
First team foul.
On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Back to Suggs. Puts one up from 19. Good as the jump shot falls.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The drive by Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
And finished off by Davis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Orlando now. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Here's Booker. Michael Porter making his last shot. Looking around the NBA, Devin. Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Dunn misses. Left side, Jackson. Porter looking it over. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Dunn outside. Drops in the tray.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
Puts the move on. And it's slammed in by Davis.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, the Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. That one misses for Davis. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Suns trail by 4. Here's Gillespie. Averages about 5 points a game. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Smart. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Out to Thompson. They set the pick. And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Pass to O'Neal. .131 left to play in the first. He gets it in there.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Thompson. The Suns getting the bucket. Smart misses. Pass to Iguodala. Here he goes. Here's Hachimura. Here's Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson looking for an opening. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And stolen by Miller. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has
Orlando 20.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
Here's Suggs. Banked in off the glass. Suggs has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Magic. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Back to Booker. Suggs with the steal. The 17-footer. And he gets the jumper to drop. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
To the paint. Here's Holiday. And that one's good. Suggs.
Well, credit to Holiday for that intelligent pass, getting the ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Down low. On the wing, Green. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Done. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in. Dunn's got 9.
Now mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Green. Orlando grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rim.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
That's exactly what you want to see from AD, using that length and that athleticism to cause problems.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Phoenix. And it's sent back by Carter. Out to Brooks. They set the screen to the inside. And done with the slam.
It's hard to know what Green is going to do in these sets. He uses that unpredictability pretty much to his advantage, though.
The kick out to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Tipped away. Pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
Oh, there's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP, Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Back to Thompson. Second chance shot. Outside for Smart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Gillespie. Goodwin feeling it out. Rebounded by Carlson. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by Gillespie. Here's Iguodala.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Adapting to what the defense is offering. Smart for that mid-range look.
Hachimura can't get it to fall. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Miller outside. The screen from Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Smart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smart's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They set the pick. Outside, Suggs. Outside Porter. Pass to Davis. With the clock winding down. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Whoa, okay. Send a message there, big fella. Maybe flexing on them like they're just little bitty pretenders.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And that one, good. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Here's Holiday. Chalk up 2 there. And the Magic lead by 12. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Brooks outside. And Carter has it in the corner. Done outside. Just 5 on the clock. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Outside, Suggs. Devin Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 10. And it's done in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with deuce eggs.
And that one is good from Suggs.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Phoenix with the ball. Here's the teardrop. No good from Booker. Magic leading by 13. Davis with it. He's picked up by Brooks. From the corner. Again, the Magic score.
Good shot by Drew Holiday. He knows when and how to get his.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Lays it up off the glass. Suggs has got 15 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Back to Carter. Booker outside. Done outside. Will it go? Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Davis inside. He's got 12. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Orlando making some changes. Suns trail by 14. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Iguodaro. And that one is hammered home.
consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Here's the screen. Here's Thompson. O'Neal with the rebound. And here are the Suns now. "26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Smart. Releases from 15. 2 points. That one goes. Smart's got 9.
Look, and if you're the defense, you have to honor Marcus Smart's mid-range, Jay, or else that's exactly what's going to happen.
The 19-foot shot. He squares up and sinks it. Smart's got 4 points now in the quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic.
Orlando, 58.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Booker looking around. Rebound by the Magic. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Dunn. And done with the slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We know Book can hit a jumper, but when he's assertive, this is when Devin is at his best.
Both free throws good from Booker. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for Orlando. They lead by 14. Outside Jackson. And the layup falls.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Pass to Dunn. Off target with his 3. The Magic leading by 16. Here's Suggs. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Suggs has got 9 points now in just the second half. Steps back. Here's Booker. Now, here's Dunn. Takes a 3. No can do. Misses for the 6th time in 15 shots from the floor. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Nice job completing the break. Triple J gets the points.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Suns trail by 20. Booker outside. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Booker outside. Carter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
Outside Jackson. Right at the free throw line. He's off on that one. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 18. No good from Booker.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And now the Suns have...
Oh, wow! That is powerful. This This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Suns trail by 20. Pass to Booker. Over Suns. Phoenix no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Carter with the screen. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And here's Brooks from outside. And Davis pulls it down. Left side, Porter. Good on the three-point shot.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Dunn misses.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Stolen by Brooks. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in mid. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Suggs.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Green with the rebound. Booker, right side. Dunn outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. Off the mark.